Hi everyone, welcome back to Average Fitness, fitness hints and tips for the average person. In today's video, I thought we would tackle one particular exercise which is massively beneficial, especially for beginners. However, is quite a difficult exercise to work up to, and that is the pull-up. If you have access to a pull-up bar, I've got one here. I got it from Argos years and years ago. Very similar ones are on the market just now, and obviously there's other variants as well. If you have access to this piece of equipment, it can be a massively useful tool to help you build the muscles in your back and your biceps, your core, etc. So I would really recommend looking into getting one. They cost about 30 to 35 pounds, and like I say, I'm sure there's other options that are similar as well. But as I said earlier, it's a very difficult exercise to work up to because you have to be quite strong in your back muscles and your biceps in order to actually complete a pull-up. So many beginners get disheartened when they can't do that and they don't know how to actually go from where they are to that position where they can at least do one and then build on that further. So we're going to look at two different ways you can cheat your body into doing a pull-up and then try harder and harder every day or every time you work out your back muscles in order to build up to one full pull-up without any assistance. So the first way you're going to cheat is by getting your pull-up bar in position, either starting with your hands in this position here, or whether you're doing a wide grip pull-up or a close grip chin-up, or whatever you're going to be aiming for. All have their own benefits. All are slightly difficult and use slightly different muscles. Slightly different and use slightly different muscles to complete. But whichever one you're going to do, get your hands in position, and then you're going to jump to the top of the rep. So let's say, for example, you've got your hands in this position. Instead of pulling yourself up, you're going to jump as high as you can at the top of the rep, and then hold yourself in place for a split second and lower yourself as slowly as you can, all the way down, and then relax and take a break. And you're going to do that a few times, all right? So whether you're going to do it 5 or 6 times, 8 or 10 times, whatever your workout is built around, that's what you're going to do. Jump as high as you can, hold yourself in position for a split second if you can, and then lower down over the course of 4 or 5 seconds. Once again, wide grip position, same exact situation. So jump as high as you can, and then lower nice and slowly. Bend your legs so that you don't complete the rep too early, and then relax. Obviously, depending on your current strength position, your kind of starting point is going to dictate how long you can hold on to yourself for and how slowly you can lower down. The slower the better. When you are performing the negative part of the rep, so the releasing back down towards your starting position, that's when the most muscle growth actually is promoted in those muscles. It's not the pulling up that does the work in terms of building new muscle. It's actually the negative part of the rep. So we want to make that as long as we can, and over time, consistency being the key, we've talked about this before, that's when your muscles are going to grow, that's when you're going to get stronger. The second way you're going to cheat is by using something to raise your feet off the floor. In my case, I've got a little foldy up chair just here. Now, this is going to bring my feet a little bit higher than I would like off the floor. So you're going to place that in position. If you do have something lower that will take your weight, then that's ideal. Something about 2/3 of this height. But if you don't have that, you don't have it, And what you're going to do is, you're going to use it to kind of support your weight a little bit as you're pulling yourself up. So in this position, you're going to start at the bottom of the rep. And you're going to use as much strength in your arms and your back as you can to pull yourself up, but use your feet to assist you. And again, you're going to go as slow as you can. Try and control your weight as much as you can. And the benefit of this over the first hack or cheat that we used is that you are in complete control of how much pressure, how much of your arms and your back you're using and how much of your legs you're using. And the benefit of that is it doesn't matter what position you're starting from, it doesn't matter how much or how little strength you have, whatever your current fitness level is, you will be able to do this as long as you can stand up from a kind of a squatting position. And again, only you can judge how much effort you're putting into this, and only you can gauge how much of your back and shoulder muscles, back and bicep muscles are being used as opposed to your legs. You don't want your legs doing all the work. You need to be strict with yourself and really try and use that mind-muscle connection to use your back muscles and your arm muscles to pull you up. Again, do 1, take a breather, do 5, take a breather, whatever you want to do. But if you do those consistently, both of those different those cheats, those hacks, you do them consistently, you will build muscles in your back, in your biceps, and you will get to your very first pull-up. So hopefully those two little hacks are useful. Obviously, this is based on working out at home, as many of us are at the moment with the gyms being closed. If the gyms are open and your gym has an assisted pull-up machine, then that obviously is going to be another way to replicate what we've just done. And the way those machines work are you select a weight, and that weight is basically taken off your body weight. So for example, if you weigh 80 kilograms and you can only lift a third of your own body weight, you set the machine to use about 55 kilograms, and when you pull, the machine will boost you as you go. And again, you can kind of gauge that and adapt that over time. As you feel yourself getting stronger, you can reduce the amount of weight that's there to assist you. If your gym doesn't have an assisted pull-up section, then unfortunately that's not going to be something that you're able to use, but it is a fantastic piece of kit if you can use it. There are obviously other exercises for your back and your biceps. Pull-ups are a great one, so that's why I encourage you to really aim for them if you can. But working out your back and your biceps with other exercises will also help, obviously. So things like the single arm row where you're bent over and, bringing the weight up in a controlled manner, bicep curls, deadlifts, etc. All of those exercises are fantastic, and they will all help you get stronger towards being able to do your very first pull-up. And once you can do one, it's much, much easier to aim for 2 and 5 and 10 and beyond. Like I say, hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully you took some value from that. If you do have any specific questions, then by all means reach out. But until next time, take it easy.